Before we get into this morning's update, we've got to go over a quick synopsis of what's going on across the market. First, Bitcoin's up just about 440 points, back up to about 28,400. As you can see behind me, 28,264 right now, up 676 or 2.56%. We got XRP up 1.5%, right around the 50-cent level at 0.4984. So we're going to see what that means. XRP managed to hold above the 0.494 critical support last night. Fell through it a couple times, but we managed to pull back up. Now we're going to see if we can get back over 50 cents and further push up to 522. And then that'll be our date with destiny right there if we can push back up. We've got the total crypto market cap at 1.155. That's very important, and I'll show you why. We need to break up above and stay above where we're at right now to try to push to 1.118 or the 1.119 ultimately. And then also with the DXY, we're sitting at about the 102.04. So was unable to rebound yesterday, and it's actually hindering on the ability to fall below the 102 level. So we'll take a look at that. Make sure that like button, as it greatly does help push me through the analytics. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too if you get any value out of this, as we're just about at 16,000 subscribers, and I would love to check off that number. Make sure that like button, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, we'll start off real quick. Bitcoin's up 410 points at 28,226, up about 1.47%. And Bitcoin came all the way down to our bottom of our channel at 27,120 approximately. We held, and now we're pushing back up. We made a push so far up to about 28,447, but have since pulled back down. But this has been a very healthy move up here. As you can see in the 30-minute time frame, we went all the way from this bottom support, which is the bottom of the channel, which you cannot afford to break, at 21,170 approximately. Held it. Now we're making a push back up, and now we're going to see this morning if we can break 28,600. And if we hold that, ultimately we can get up to the top of this formation at 31,100. It doesn't need to happen, but if we don't lose this little channel we're in, that's what would happen next. So that's why we have to stay on top of that, because that is a very, very important level. With XRP, we're at 0.4989, up 0.63%. XRP's on top, at least for the moment, of a very critical support line at that 494. You lose that, it gets pretty devastating. You lose the 494, then you've got to come down here next to this 455, and then you've got a date with destiny at about the 432 level. So let's look at the immediate pattern formation. We're trying to get back over 50 cents. We're on top of the 20-day. This looks like we're getting a little bit of momentum here. Could this have been a little bit of a bear trap? Possible. We've been talking about this for the better part of a week, that the market's trapping the longs and shorts, and this could very well play out to be a bear trap. If it is, we'll come back above 52.22 and start pushing back up to the 558 level. Otherwise, if this is all for naught, your first signs that this is starting to wind down here is if we get rejected at 51 cents, or if we fall back below the 494 and we start pushing down. So that's really what you need to be watching out for XRP this morning. There's not a whole bunch that I can tell you besides we're on top of the 494, and unless we continue on to the downside or to the upside, we're kind of at a neutral level here. So if we hold 494, the chances are we're going to come up to the 52.22. If we lose 494, we're coming down to the it's not pretty. We'll come down to like that 456 level, and then you got the 432. That is kind of like your last stand support here to make sure this pattern doesn't roll over. If we look at the total crypto market cap, it's up 1.66% at 1.154 trillion. That's an important number right now because the critical support is 1.157. So if we can get back over the top of this, this could show that we're not done yet, and this in fact was a trap. We never did fall below the 1.095, never even came close. got back on top of 1.139 overnight. And now we made a further push up to the 1.157. Now we'll try to get on top of that, and that's going to tell you whether or not this run is just going to consolidate or the whole market's going to push up, because the total crypto market cap needs to push up to 1.118. And then there's the 1.248 over the top. But first things first, we would need to get back over to the 1.118. And over the last several hours, it's made it a little bit easier to do that because we've had a nice little spike up in the crypto market. Is it done? Is this a fake out? That's what we're going to ask ourselves. But the DXY is down to 102.04, down 0.005 on the day. Pretty neutral. That doesn't look great. If we get rejected here at 102.03, our next level is going to be 101.16. I mean, that's going to be a pretty devastating drop for the total, or the US dollar currency index. And if that happened, this would give us our ability to break. So you're going to see we might have a return rally up to 102.33. But if we get rejected by that and or the 102.60, we're going to lose momentum. We're going to come down to the 101.162. So pay attention to that. So after everything we've looked at, let's take one more look at XRP now that we've got the whole market structure flowing. And now if we look at XRP at the 499 level, as we know, we're above the 494. We are still on the 4-hour time frame. We need to get back above this 50 cents, 51 cents. And then if you get above that, then you can contend with the 522. Mainly XRP needs to get it back above the 52.2 cents. And then if we look at these in the grand patterns, the reason why all of these are so important and why they flow together is you can see this 494 support. If you hold this and you start getting above the 52 and the 59 and the 65, then the top of this all-time pattern comes all the way up here at 90 cents. Like I've said in the past, I don't anticipate it to come up there, but it is a possibility that we need to keep talking about. And as long as we're over the 494 and we're pushing out to this part of the pattern, that's how this becomes possible. Underneath, you got the 422 as well, back on top of this pattern formation of what you could call a descending triangle breakout, which is very bullish if you can hold it. So that's why we're being so minute in this area. So pay attention to that, because we're trying to pull some kind of reversal here. But if we run out of steam, it will quickly come back down. But the fact we're on top of the 494 and over the 20-day and the 30-minute time frame, this could show that we're going to come back up and at least retest this 51 cent area. But ultimately, the 522 level, and see if this pattern's dead or if it can continue another layer. Me personally, with all the manipulation right now, like I said yesterday, I feel like they're liquidating the longs and shorts. It doesn't really matter which side of the market you're on. It only matters about which part of the market you catch it on to see if you can sustain a volatile drop or a volatile spike. If you're in a futures position, it's all about when you got in the position, because they're always going to go for liquidity strikes. So pay very close attention. If you want to trade XRP with no spot fees in the USA or abroad, or any of your favorite crypto, the ISO coins, the Internet of Things coins, and so on, I've got a couple great options for you. Mexi and or BitGet. There's no spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can future trade up to 250x. That's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And if you want to join Tom's Army and or send a donation of XRP, that's also in the video description below and or the pinned comments. Make sure you hit the like button, as it greatly helps push me through the analytics. If you've gotten anything out of this update, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as we're almost up to 16,000 subscribers now. It's pretty incredible. And then also, pay attention to Bitcoin. See if we can get back over 28,550 or 28,600, or if this ends up being just a fake out, or if we're actually in a much bigger bear trap, which deep down is what I keep thinking is actually happening, because it seems so obvious that it would drop and tank that this feels like a bear trap coming together. But we won't know anything until the total crypto market cap either gets over 1.157 trillion or gets rejected. That's going to be a major telltale sign in this market if we're going to go up another level, which would bring us up to the 1.118 or 1.188, I mean, with the total crypto market cap. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUDASATS. And then remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey to 2025? Because it's going to be an incredible journey over the next 2 years. But there's going to be a lot of mental areas where you can fuck it all up and lose it all. Make sure you're avoiding the social media influencers that are talking settlement every day, that have lied to you in the past and will continue to manipulate you for a little easy money by doing a little easy promotions. Stay blessed, everybody, and I'll catch you this afternoon.